What type of person was Larry Davis? You went to visit him in prison?
Larry was strong. Larry was, I remember one time with Larry, right? He had, it was something we was doing, and I didn't think it would work. And he was like, it's gonna work. Like, he had this thing that was so like, whatever I go do is gonna work. He showed me, you know, that same horrific, you know, mentality. Like, he showed me that. Like, you know, like, what I set out to do, business-wise, because Larry was a beast with contracts. Yeah. He was a beast with contracts. And that's what it was. He showed me with a contract what they might approach to a studio, a network. And he was like, nah, this is what you're going to ask for. You're going to go in there and you're going to ask for this. And this is what you want. And I was like, all right, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it, dogs.
Right.
And I did what he said, and it worked. And from that point on, he showed me, like... He
had some stipulations?
Yeah, stipulations of what he wants.
In regards to his story?
In regards to his story.
All right.
And not even his story, just business.
And you acted as a liaison, basically?
Not really, but it was just saying, I'm just trying to say overall in business.
Okay.
Like, if he told you to take a certain route, you know, he was showing me something that I wouldn't have normally asked for. I'm now asking for. So that's one thing that he showed me, and from that point on, it was kind of like whatever meeting I ever went into, I took that mindset like Larry. You know what I'm saying? Because he was a beast with them contracts. He was a beast with, you know, asking for what he wanted and getting what he want. And that's definitely something that he showed me. Like, you know, when you own, he had music. He had made music back in the days, and he owned his masters back then. You know what I'm saying? So he would show you how to do that and tell you how to do that, and I had a lot of respect for him for that. A lot of respect for him, where it was like, yo, I got it. And I've always kept that format.
How did the administration act when you was coming up to the institutions to see him?
Larry was a star.
You was taking recording devices up there with you?
Nah, you know, times that I needed to get into the prison to do interviews, I would have somebody get in and do an interview for me. But for the most part, it was just going to see him. You know what I'm saying?
You said he was a star. Oh
yeah, he was a star in prison. Larry was, when he hit that visiting floor, yo, that's Larry Davis. Yo, that's Larry Davis. People's family, friends, whoever, yo, that's Larry Davis. Like, he was a star. You know what I'm saying? And when he came out, you short, stocky, forced to be reckoned with. And when he came out, it just be like, yo, that's Larry Davis. You understand what I'm saying? So what took place behind the walls and what took place, they're in prison. You know, it's not my business, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
How did he interact with people in the visiting room? Was he approachable?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you was a guest, you was somebody's family member, he would come over, say hi. You know, we used to have a joke because he used to have a walker. And sometime I go to the vending machine to get him something and it wasn't what he wanted. He'd be like, yo, hold on, man. You know, and he'd get up and walk to the vending machine. I'm like, Larry, ain't you supposed to be on a walker? You know what I'm saying? So he used to be like, he'd be like, oh yeah, right, let me get back to my seat. So it was mad funny, you know what I'm saying? So, but he was a star. Larry was a star, and you know, that's just to me. Now, what took place behind the prison walls was something different that was taking place. You know what I'm saying?
Where were you at when you got the news of his demise in prison?
When Larry died, I was on the phone with him. So he kept calling me to say, yo, I need some footage for you to give Nelson George and BET some footage they're doing American Gangsta on me. So I was like, hell no, I ain't giving you no footage of them. Why would I give you footage? Why would I give you my footage of them?
To get to them.
Yeah. So he was like, Troy, nah, they gonna give me 5 or 10,000 for it, man. Could you do it? I was like, it's not happening, Larry. So he was like, I'm gonna call you right back. And I was like, Larry, I gotta go because I'm with somebody. But he's like, yo, Troy, I'm gonna call you right back. Pick up. So that was about 5:30 in the afternoon. I think 6 o'clock. And as soon as we hung up, he said, I'll call you back. I'm gonna call you back as soon as I come back out for count. So I'm not sure if what happened to him happened when he got off the phone with me in the yard, or when he came back out to get ready to go to count and came out to the yard. But he was like, yo, I'm gonna call you right back. And no one never heard from him again. And that's when I got a call from his family that, you know, he got killed.
His time was almost up. Did you plan on working with him again when he came home? Would it have been a Larry Davis, Street Stars too?
Oh, probably most likely, yeah. But then Larry was, if Larry came home, Larry would have been sitting somewhere in Hollywood, because he, you know, he was going to negotiate his situation. Like I said, he was a beast with them contracts, with relationships, and getting what he want. So if he would have came home, he definitely would have been a Suge Knight in the business. You know what I'm saying? Not the behavior of Suge Knight, but definitely would have made his way through to get into the music business, and would have probably took some of these drill rappers and had them underneath
from the Bronx.
Yeah, from the Bronx, or any rapper that was hot at the time. He would have jumped right in the game and got in that music, because he knew that music well, he knew them contracts well, he knew that business well, he understood how to handle people and go about it. So he definitely was, like I say, he was just short, compact brother that was a force to be reckoned with. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I knew of him. You know what I'm saying? That's the relationship I had of him.
Can you remember visiting him for the first time? Can you remember the first time you laid your eyes on all that wreck in the Bronx, and he comes out and they said he's like 5 foot something?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he came out with his walker. You know what I'm saying? His Muslim hat. You know, he was well built. You know what I'm saying? A well built guy. And he was just, he was a star, man. Like, believe it or not, I promise you, man. You know, he was somebody when he came out on a visit. You know, the guards knew him. You know, Larry he couldn't be tamed, and he didn't have respect for like correction officers. So he talked to, you know, this, you know, I don't like the cursing and stuff, but he would say, this dude here, you know, he would talk about this pig here. You know, he would talk about the cops and correction officers like that. Correction officer say, don't go that way, he go. Don't go to the vending machines, he's at the vending machines. You know, he always be pushing the limit. He always was push the envelope on that visiting floor, you know, with the correction officers, for sure.
It sounded like a similar situation as Alpo when you was going to visit him. Did he listen to correctional officers when you...
Nah, Alpo was a different character, man. Alpo was a real gentleman, real respectful, real humble. He moved accordingly. He moved real accordingly. Like Poe, like I said, he didn't curse. He didn't say nigga. He didn't say none of that. He moved accordingly. Like, there was no signs of somebody who killed 14 people. There was no sign. He was as according as you are, and you've been since I came to this interview. There's no difference if Alpo was just behind his camera, from your demeanor to his demeanor. Like, so, yeah, there was no gangster.